Hello, everyone. Welcome back to yet another political episode. So, we're going to be talking about great news tonight. We have Donald Trump surging once again. You'll see CNN has released a poll saying that Trump has maintained a lead over Biden in a 2024 matchup. And you'll be like, oh, maintain the lead. People will be like, oh, lead by 1 point. Actually, no. He's leading by 1 point now, thanks to, as you know, thanks to the RCP average. But you'll see a CNN poll has Trump leading by 6. And that has pretty much caused his, as you know, ratings to boom, because you'll see here Biden and Trump just at 1 point. They're sharing the same point here, same digit. Trump leading by 0.2%. That was a rough one, but guess what? Trump rebounded and now he's leading by exactly 1 point. You'll see that's one big skyrocket right up. And I would say, you know what? Joe Biden, he didn't really have a good night the last couple days. He didn't really have the good couple days. You'll see everywhere he goes, every rally he holds, he isn't just greeted by Trump supporters, but he's also greeted by the far left, the Free Palestine movement. And they're calling him good names, his favorite names, Genocide Joe, he has to go, and other fairly good, fairly annoying. Well, I shouldn't say annoying, but yeah, the point is, Joe Biden. I think the polls are going to be very favorable to Donald Trump. Reason being, yeah, Joe Biden's not at a good position. You'll see. We even took Pennsylvania back. Look at that. You'll see. Donald Trump rebounded in Pennsylvania as we predicted. Heck, yes, Joe Biden held the ring in Pennsylvania for most of the month of April, but you'll see the Biden surge, as we love to call it. Biden never surged to the top of the podium. Donald Trump barely held the popular vote by 0.2%. But guess what? He's surging back up again. Our goal is to hopefully we get to 48%. And boy, if we get up to 50% in the RCP average, that's going to be great. Donald Trump is most likely, that would be a blown out 6 points. Do I think Donald Trump is going to win by a 6 point margin? No. No. Especially when the state run media is going after him. But good news, more Americans, according to the Hill poll, a poll from the Hill, are more kind of waking up and saying, you know what? According to the Hill, many Americans think that Donald Trump is being treated differently than the average criminal or the average defendant. Reason that being, once again, Trump's hush money trial began last Monday, marking the first criminal trial of a former American president. He has been charged with 34 counts of falsifying business records in relation to reimbursements to his attorney at the time. Michael Cohen, who paid an adult film actor $130,000 prior to the 2016 election to keep quiet about an alleged affair with Trump, which he denies. Yes, basically, it's very frustrating to see how they're treating Trump. And it's just hilarious. Speaking of Barron Trump right here, Donald Trump's not allowed to attend Barron Trump's graduation ceremony. Trump's barred from seeing his own son's graduation ceremony. These people have demons, literal demons lynched to them. Literal demons. They will nail this man to a cross if they could. If it's legal to kill, they would gladly take Trump and sever him one by one. I'm being graphic, because this is what they are doing. You can see it in their eyes. They're pure evil, demonic hearted spirit. Yes, they hate this man. They even hate Barron. They even hate Barron. They hate everyone that is related to this man, Donald Trump. And that's why we feel motivated. We have to stand with this man. We have to stand against this hate that they are showing Donald Trump. And you're seeing, yeah, obviously, many people, I'm hoping 60%. I don't think it's going to be 60% because there are so many Americans that are so Trump deranged. They believe the left-wing media that profits from lies. MSNBC. I would like to call it the Trump channel, the Trump propaganda channel, because that's all they talk about. They don't talk about how Democrats can improve their policies so they can do well in the election. Nope. They don't want to do any criticism to Democrats because that harms their precious little ego. It's offensive to them. That doesn't send a good message. I tell you, the message you're sending right now that Democrats are perfect, Republicans are unperfect is egotistical and childish. So it's just pathetic, right? Pathetic. Yeah, MSNBC will rather talk about Trump for an hour. And then they will talk about Trump again. They will talk about Trump again and again and again and again. And meanwhile, The Hill is actually talking about things that matter. This is a centrist, moderate. The left wing calls this a far right channel because they're somehow in the center, but that's too far right for the Democratic Party. This is how they play. This is how they play, guys. So what's my hopes? Let's see what we stand here. We still need to focus on Pennsylvania. Pennsylvania is still important. Trump leads by 0.6. That's not a lot. 0.6 is not a lot. Trump is at 48.3%. Biden 47.7%. I think that's an error because 0.6, I don't know. It could be an error, but it's because it says 0.6 and that's like a 1 point lead. Is it a 1 point lead? No, it's like a 90%, 0.90% lead. So I think that could be an error, or the poll released for it's just a CBS poll said Trump wins by 1. Then the Bloomberg poll says Trump wins by 1, but you'll see. But here's another state we should be concerned about, and that is Michigan. You'll see Donald Trump has taken a deep dive in Michigan. I don't know if the poll has been registered in the state of Michigan. I don't think this is the Fox News poll. Trump wins by 3. I don't know if where's that poll that says that Trump will win by 15. No, it's not going to happen, obviously. But I would expect Trump to surge. But apparently he went down a little bit. This is the current Fox News poll, I think we talked about. Trump wins by 3. But honestly, we need to be more concerned when it comes to the Biden rise in the state of Michigan. You'll see Trump is leading by 1.3. That's okay so far, but we need it to be higher. We need to get up to where it used to be, which was 5 points. We need a 5-point lead for Trump, and that was in February. February, guys. February. We can do this. And supposedly, but when it gets closer and closer, it's going to start getting, the two candidates are supposed to get closer to like 46%, like in the middle or right below 46, 45, 45. That is a theory. But what's Joe Biden's hold? As you know, Joe Biden is holding on. What's the other two close to call states? Minnesota is a state Biden projected to win by 2.3%. Okay, Republicans have a good shot there. Now, if Republicans win a poll or two polls, hopefully or maybe, I don't think he would, but it would take more polls for Trump to win the RCP average in Minnesota. So we can keep on pressing on Minnesota. Virginia, a lot of people think, oh, Virginia is not going to be close. It's going to be close. Look at that. RCP average says 4.3. Now, 4.3 is not as not as good as Minnesota, but you'll see 4.3. You'll see Biden has won the first few polls, suggesting, yeah, this is a 4.3% of a margin. We don't really have a graph for you guys, but this is the latest polling data from, usually it's all been Biden wins, so we can't say, oh, Trump's going to win Virginia. Well, he's catching up to Mr. Biden, but he is most likely, well, I wouldn't say most likely, the election day will decide, but I think likely he will probably win a poll in Virginia. Likely. And I'm saying it's looking close, because looking close this early is a good sign. Let's take a look at Maine. Maine, I think this is Maine at large. Yes. Trump won a 6-point poll. Biden won a 1-point poll, and also Biden won an 11-point poll. Who has the RCP average? Doesn't say. Right now, you'll see these are our previous results. Biden wins in 2020 by 8.7%. Clinton wins in 2016 by 2.9%. But what would the RCP average be here? I would think, honestly, this would be Biden wins by 3. But 3 points. Yeah, Minnesota would be the closest state. The state that it would be the next to flip would be the closest in Biden's ring. So, yes, try to aim at Minnesota. Try to aim at Virginia. And when it comes to campaign and polling on the polling front, we need to not only make sure we win in the polling front by examining and predicting polls in our own states, the states that all the swing states that we got so far. We need to make sure we see good polling average in other states. Minnesota, which leads by 2. Biden leads by 2. Maine, Biden leads by 3. Virginia, Biden leads by 4. These 3 are the closest states that Biden is carrying, and that is below 5 points. That's in the tilting column. And when it comes to Trump states, it's actually really good. Texas, we'll see, 8.8. That's really good compared to 2020. 2020 was, where was 2020? Yeah, 5.8% in 2020, 9 point in 2016. We could possibly pull a 2016 and regain the momentum we had 8 years ago. Florida. Now, it would be amazing if Trump pulled a Ron DeSantis. And who knows, he might just surprise everyone, but he has a 9-point advantage in Florida. You'll see Trump won in Florida by 3.3%. 2016, 1.2%. This is going to be the first victory since 2004 that it's going to be over 5-point margin for the Republicans, or a 5-point margin for any party, because the Democrats couldn't get Florida over 1 point, or barely over a point. They couldn't even get Florida to a point. Obama couldn't even win a 1-point margin in Florida. And basically, the Obama's praised like a god by the Democrats, but not anymore, because the Free Palestine movement is hating on him more. But anyway, we're going to go talk about, yes, this is what it's looking like so far. Nebraska's 2nd district most likely will go for Biden. Seeing it did go for Biden by 6.8%. It'd be amazing if we can win. It's a winnable district. It is. But a lot of people think that, oh, if it goes over leaning margin, or if it gets into the leaning margin like 2020, then it's game over. Republicans can't win in the next election. No, that's not right. Honestly, Republicans can win. Reason how they can win? I'll tell you. Once again, campaign and keep your eyes on the poll front. That's all. So, yes. So, what do you guys think? Let me know in the comments below. And as always, see you guys in the next one.